Center max.
Hey there, everybody. Rich out here with the Mossberg 30-06. Finally got it fixed and dialed in. I'll go through on the video a little bit later. Go through, show you guys everything I fixed, the stuff that I changed. Will say I did it all for under 50 bucks, so under $600, get a rifle, I'll touch 200 yards, get a deer. At the end of the day, I say it's a good deal. You guys that watched the previous video on this thing know that I was really on the fence about it. Well, came around on her. So we're back from the range. I was gonna do the video about what I did to the rifle and everything right there at the range, get everything all done in one shot, but as I'm sure you heard in the video, I wasn't the only guy shooting up there, and it got a little bit more crowded before that. It was a great range day. Some of the guys didn't want to be filmed, so I did kind of have to cut filming a little bit short, but it was a great time out there, so it's always good to have a good range day. So the moment we have all been waiting for, what has made the Mossberg Patriot a shootable and, more importantly, a worthy hunting rifle? Well, first off, I know I mentioned in the last video that it did have the bedding issue. I did have to make a metal shim, and I put it in right here where the magazine catch goes, and it actually sits. If you get one of these and pull it apart, you see what I'm talking about. The actual mag well and the stock. There's a gap in between that and the actual action, and so what I did was I put a shim in there to close the gap so that, you know, I could torque it down and just have it more solidly bedded into the actual stock, and that seemed to help a lot. It actually raised the whole barrel and everything up a little bit and gave it this little bit of a cushion all around the barrel, so it kind of helped, you know, extend the free float barrel deal, and that seemed to help a lot as well. Past that, I know I also mentioned that I had the magwell issue where the magwell came cracked. I know I could have contacted Mossberg and gotten a new one or purchased a new one, but I wanted to see what I could do with this rifle and making it work with, you know, minimal possible. So what I actually did was super glued it, for anybody who missed that. And between super gluing it and putting the shim and, you know, letting everything cure real well, and I kind of sanded it down a little bit to make it nice and smooth. It actually works beautifully. The magazine locks up better than it did when I first got the gun, and couldn't be happier as far as, you know, getting that part broken and how it works now. The stock, really nothing to write home about. I mean, even with this cushiony back, it's, you know, you get a 30-06 caliber in this, and it's a little bit jumpy. Other than that, I mean, you know, I can stand shoot 8-inch circle from about 75 yards with it, no problem. So, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not absurd. It does make up for a lot of its little issues in weight. It is incredibly lightweight. Now, for those of you who are watching the last video, I know I was talking a lot about the scope and how it wouldn't hold a zero. No matter what I was doing, it wouldn't work. And I did a little bit of research in you know, the specific components that they put onto this gun. And the biggest issue I found with this thing from the factory was the scope rings. You know, the Vortex Crossfire 2 scope is a tried and true scope. I do believe that this might not be the best edition that they have. It's given me more trouble than any Vortex scope ever has in the past. I am going to take that up with Vortex because that's not their normal. This is my third Vortex Crossfire 2 scope, and, you know, this one has issues. But you know, it's a contract deal with Mossberg, so who knows, it might have just been a weird lot number. I'm not trying to dog on Vortex at all for that. However, the scope rings that were also from Vortex that were paired with this rifle was a huge problem, and that's number one problem I had with this. The Vortex Hunter scope rings are for light fire, you know, 22, 223, really low recoil rounds, maybe a 6.5 Creedmoor would be about the most that you'd want to have that on. Even that, I wouldn't trust it. So what I went ahead and did is I replaced it. To show you guys this is clear, pop the bolt. I went ahead and replaced it with these Weaver scope mounts. It's the same 1-inch rise. These are the double band, and got those torqued down and everything. I haven't had an issue. As far as that goes, it's doing great. I am shooting about 4.5 inch grouping at 100 yards. So if you're looking for a tack driver, you end up with this rifle, you're gonna have to do some more upgrades to it to get it to be a true tack driver, at least as far as in the 30-06. You know, I'm sure if you went for something like the 6.5 Creedmoor or something that was a little bit more, you know, target focused, you might get some better ballistics out of it. I got this rifle to hunt with. You know, a 2 to 3 inch grouping is plenty to hit a deer's vitals. So that's what I need it for. That's what it's going to be used for. Those of you who tune in, I will be taking this on my fall hunt up in the mountains this year. I'm also going to be doing a black bear hunt. I'm tossed up between using my 44 Magnum Henry and using my Diamond compound bow. The bow is 65 pounds. Anybody who has any input on that, which one they'd rather see, let me know. It's going to change my plan on how I hunt a little bit too. So any input, you know, always welcome to it. Also going to be doing a bow hunting video for deer as well, coming up a little bit later in the season. So right now, just getting ready. Don't forget, everybody, get that cardio, get in shape. The mountains can be tough if you don't get in shape for it. I'm working on that myself. Well, you guys have a good one. My name's Rich, the gun and game guy, and don't forget to get outside. Don't just watch it on YouTube.